sisters. I know one in real life. She hates black men. She's always hated them. And so she was so thirsty for a white man that she ended up getting this loser white man who didn't have a job for 3 years, and she had to take care of him. That's the reality of divesting. They're getting the scraps, the leftovers. Online, they're going to tell you that they're all dating millionaires. That is false. No, they're not. For the average person. What I notice is women tend to lie. So when they get online and they're all trying to sell this narrative, and it's funny because one person actually said they be trying to influence black women to date white men like they're the Jehovah's Witness. You know how Jehovah's Witnesses knock on doors and they're influencing you to like believe in Christ and stuff like that? That's literally what black women do when it comes to recruiting other black women to date white men. They act like the Jehovah's Witnesses. And they're going to lie to you and tell you, oh my God, these men are superior. They're better than any other man. Oh my gosh, they just make you so much happier. That is false. Men are men. And like I said, I have dated outside of my race. If it's one thing that I've learned from dating outside of my race is that any man is capable of pain, of causing you pain. And my worst heartbreak was actually from a white boy, to be honest. I don't know. When they break your heart, they break your heart. They just have that evilness that's been in the history, in their genes. They do their big one. Anytime a woman's getting online acting like some type of category of man is just picture perfect, because literally that's what black women are doing online. Like literally. I cannot emphasize that enough. They are capping, they're lying when they're getting the desties of the white men. For the average divester, they are. It's like Becky would never even look at his way twice.
One of the things that lives rent-free in my head is that there are black women out here who are dating broke white men.
Hi guys, we just want everybody to know my husband is 58 and I am 22 years old. No, my husband, he does not work. I pay all the bills, so it's not about money. So please do not say that. We're trying to build a family and make memories on this app.
And his, I don't know if you guys know, if you guys see how much medicine, like hard medicine is a lot of fucking money, okay?
She's in the nursing type field.
I work 3 different jobs, you guys. 3 different jobs. I have to be able to take care of me and my family. But that's life. I don't give a fuck. Shit, I'll if I have to work a 3rd job, then I fucking will. I don't give a fuck. But I have to be able to take care of my husband's medicine, of all, oh God, just life, period life. And no, it doesn't.
Belly forward.
I want people, this is supposed to be a safe place for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make people uncomfortable because of this shit.
We're just here to have fun and enjoy. And share.
Shit, y'all being weird as fuck. Y'all weirdos about to get the fuck out of here, man. Man, where's my,
We've been together 4 years, married for 2.
Black girls that only date white guys scare me. They scare me real bad. They scare me real bad because I'm a black girl on the internet and I see what white boys leave in my comments. And you, as a black American woman, only date that type. What color is your collar and leash?
It's always a pro-black bitch that's fucking a white man. Like, what are you doing? The fuck? You sitting up there laying down with the slave master bitch?
I have dated white men, okay? And what I hate hearing black women say is, oh, black men ain't shit. Black men are this, black men are that. I'm gonna go and get me a white man. That's gonna solve all my problems. No, it's not. Just because someone is white does not mean that they're this knight in shining armor that's gonna come and pay your bills and solve and sweep you off your feet. So stop acting like your dreams are gonna come true. Stop putting white men on a pedestal and stop simping over these white men that are benefiting off of your desperate need to be like accepted by white men.
Our black women be running to date a white man, thinking that they so much better and they'll treat you better and they'll do this better. That man told her, you are pretty for a black girl. Them be the man that y'all be running to? Them be the ones that treat you better? Them?
So this is my boyfriend of 2 years, and this is his fucking side hoe.
Now, again, for those who are not well seasoned in what it is that I do here, I commonly told people before that I have nothing but time. You're going to take breaks. You're going to decide to peer back in, peer back out, or whenever it is that you want to specifically leave a comment or decide that you want to specifically have something to say about me, and I will sit here and decide to allow all of those comments to culminate into a lot of the videos that I just so happen to showcase and put directly out here. Now, the other interesting thing is the information that you see directly in front of you, which says how to date and marry the right black woman, the white man's perspective. He said that his name is Jeff Brandon, and he's going to take them on a fun journey through his interracial dating experiences with black women. If you're a white man thinking of dating a black woman for the first time, you shouldn't jump into it without getting valuable insight on the subject first. This book will give you that insight. I'll teach you how to navigate your way through the wrong ones and to get you on the fast track to the right ones for a successful interracial relationship. After reading, you'll know which black women to pursue, which ones to avoid, and which ones to marry, right? And after that, it says, here's a preview of what's inside. Interracial dating with a black woman is unique. The first date, she likes all of your whiteness. She desires a strong white man. Wait a minute, now she thinks I'm a racist monster, seeking her family's approval, but don't try too hard. A black woman's hair is a big deal. Which black woman you should avoid, which black woman to pursue and marry, and much more. So let me get this straight. So when black men have conversations about black women and they basically say like, hey, these are the black women you should avoid. These are, these type of black women here, and there's another type of black, right? Whenever black men have these conversations and we do this, right, there's crucifixion that goes on. It's World War 3, 4, 5, and 6, right? It is the 16th coming of Christ. It is everything negative, right? It is now wartime. It is now men versus women, right? It is now more specifically black men versus black women, because black men said something that they shouldn't be saying, and you're talking about different types of black women, and you shouldn't even be worried about it because you're trying to brand and put black women into these different boxes, and black women don't fit in these boxes, and right? It's all of this other type of stuff, right? Cool. But then when it deals with your preference, when it deals with white men, and they're specifically making books, they're having conversations openly online. And a lot of the blog sites that I've seen, of which they look like circa, 2000s, right? Some .com era type stuff. And when you go to those older websites, you'll see the different areas and topics that those white men have where it specifically deals with black women and how it is that they view them. And again, the things that I've read, that I can guarantee you that 99.9% of black women out here who specifically state that white men or men who are, of another race are far more better, treat them, respect them. I know that you guys have never gone there and won't go there because you know it's there. But you would rather it just stay invisible. You would rather it be not out in the open so that you can just blatantly ignore it on purpose, so that if anything happens, it's just like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. Woe is me. Play the tiny, little violin type of deal, which is crazy to me, because the information, if you really want to see what those men think about you, you should be going all over the internet, right? You should be going to all of these websites. The exact same way that you decide that you want to specifically know how it is that black men think about you, right? You only want to focus on the negative when it deals with black men, right? You don't care about none of the positive. You don't care about none of the lovey-dovey. You don't care about, none of the generosity or caring or none of those things, right? It has to be 100% negative, right? So that it will substantiate your viewpoint on how it is that black men are negative and how other men out here are way more positive. And then again, going to the other side, when it deals with other men, you specifically only solely look for the positive comments. You look for the positive content that comes directly from those men about black women. You're like, I don't care about none of the other negative stuff. Those guys are just outliers. Those guys are just individuals. They don't encompass the whole group. But again, flipping back to the other side, if one black man says something, matter of fact, let's say 5, 10, 15, 20, right? If those black men happen to say something online, those black men are basically encompassing the thought process and the movements of every single black man directly out here, including young black boys and including the young men that are not even born yet. And again, like I said before, this is some crazy work, but this is how we have stuff like this that you can see directly in front of you, where what appears to be a Caucasian male decided to come up with this book, where this information is out there. And I'm actually quite surprised that I don't hear black women in an uproar directly about somebody writing a book like this. Like, that's wow. That's diabolical. I mean, I really can't say that I'm surprised because, again, it's, you know, if you got the complexion for the protection, you can do anything out here, historically speaking. You can do anything out here, and people will just overlook it and not really have a problem. But, again, if at any moment of time a black man wrote anything like this, or even if he wrote a positive book and people felt that within that positive book talking about black women, they weren't actually covered correctly, everything would get blown out of proportion and magically it would come down to, oh, he actually really hates, you know, black women. He just decided to write this book. But if you read in between the lines, it basically shows, because in this one sentence out of 9,999 pages, he really mischaracterized, you know, black women in this type of way. And then on page, you know, 12, this is where he wanted to brand black women as this certain type of black woman, while on page 59 he wanted to put black women in this other type of box, trying to segregate us and trying to make, okay, you got it. You got it, coach. You got it. You got it. And like I said before, you know, shout out to the black woman in the in one of the videos where she was working 3 jobs to support her man. Shout out to her. That is a hard working black woman. That is a very hard working black woman. I don't take nothing from her. She is doing everything that she needs to sit up there and do in order to support the guy that she loves. Like I said, that is true love. That is true love. I'm not even going to call it. I'm not even going to be like the divesting women out here that hate black women. I would never call this struggle love. I would never sit up there and do that, because at certain points in times, everybody in life struggles. Well, I guess except for certain demographics out here who look down upon black men. But other than that, this is not struggle love. This is just a man that needs a helping hand, and he found his helper. He found somebody who loves him no matter what. It doesn't matter about the age. It doesn't matter about the money. It doesn't matter about how he looks. It doesn't matter about how he lives. She loves him for him, and she wants to start a family with him in a brand new journey. Like I said, much love to him. Much love. Like I said, I'm not going to sit up there and look down upon them. I'm not going to look down upon their relationship, because within that would make me the same as those who harshly judge black men in every single type of light. I've just never really been like that, but it'd be like that though, I guess. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.